I can't make it clear enough that I have been getting revelations like you ain't never believed. And I'm going to prove it. You're going to be mind blown right now. You're going to be able to look these things up yourself. So there's no doubt about it. So when I tell you truths, I like to have confirmations. First it starts out with the revelation, and then more revelation comes as confirmation. So this is amazing, guys. The story in the garden. What does it mean? Everything has layers to it. All of its dimensions, okay? So there's the outer physical understanding, and then the deeper spiritual significance of what is going on. And they're all one, but they're all divided. It's like the Godhead, okay? So you have Adam and Eve in the garden. Now, the serpent tempted them to eat this fruit. Now, I've said that I believe that God shined his light, spoke his light on the world in 4004 BC. Okay? I believe that happened in 4004 BC. Now, the interesting thing about that number is that it's a palindrome. And it's the number 4. So you have the number 4, which is door in Hebrew in the beginning, and you have the door at the end. And you have Jesus saying he is the door, and he is the light of the world. So God said, "Let there be light." His word, right? Now, one of the ways that I came to this conclusion is that when Jesus was born, he wasn't born in the year 1 or 0 or anything like that. He was born in 4 BCE. Okay, so Jesus was born and conceived, however you want to put it, probably conceived, in 4 BC. 4 again is the number for door. BCE doesn't mean before Christ, it means before Common Era. Okay. Now, if you start from 4 BC, and you go 4,000 years back, because remember, we're on a 6,000 year program here. A 6,000 year program. So if you go 4,000 years back, you come to 404 BC. Not 4004 BC, not 400 BC. Okay? 4004 BC. So you have 4,000 years. And then if you go 2,000 years forward from 4 BC, you come to 1996, 1997, depending where you started. But so that would be the 6,000 years from that point, right? But remember, the 6,000 years that God prophesied doesn't start until Adam's spirit is contending with God. Because remember in Genesis 6:3, he said, "My spirit shall not always contend with man, for his years shall be 120. He's talking about 120 jubilees. 120 jubilees, a jubilee is 50 years, that's 6,000 years. 120 times 50. Remember, before Adam ate the fruit, his spirit was not contending with God's spirit. It wasn't. They were one. When he ate the fruit, then the contention was there. Now, I have said that I believe that happened when Adam was 30 years old. So 30 years after 4004, Adam ate the fruit. Okay? So 30 years, now here's the amazing thing. Pay attention. It's the numbers. It's the numbers that make this amazing. 30 years after 4004, we come to 3974 BCE. 3974 BCE is when Adam ate the fruit. 30 years. That's why Jesus started his ministry at 30 years old. Because it's a mirror. It's a pattern. Remember, these are patterns. This is how the Bible is written. Now, the amazing thing about this, the confirmation that I'm right, is because look at it. It's amazing. If you look up the number 3974, in the Strong's Concordance, you know that it means the word light. 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 Now, I have said this is when the light left Adam. That's not what happened. Here is the confirmation. The word light is 3974. Now, here's the amazing thing. Is that when Adam ate the fruit, the Bible says that will make him wise and he will be as gods, right? As a god. Well, the amazing thing is that the word light now, in English Gematria, because we're speaking English, so that's an amazing connection there. The word light in English Gematria equals the number 336. Now, this is amazing. This is an interesting number because you have, like the 3s and the 6s, right? 3 6s. But here's the thing. You know what other word equals 336? The word exactly used in the King James Bible. Wise. Wise is 336. That is how I know. Look at the connection. Pay attention to the connection. 30 years past 4004 is 3974. In the Strong's Concordance, that's light. And I'm saying at 30 years old right there, that's when Adam ate the fruit that would make him wise through this other light. Knowledge, light. Satan appears as an angel of light. This other knowledge of good and evil, get it? And they both have the same exact geometric value. Do you see how this is wrapped around, connected? Now, there's another amazing thing to this. The fruit. The word fruit in English Gematria equals the number 444. This is the fruit, right? Now the connection here is the word. This is amazing. Jesus equals 444. Fruit. Remember, Jesus said he is the tree of life, right? And the fruits of the Spirit, the connection there. So the fruit equals the same geometric value as Jesus. Why? Because Jesus is also the light. Remember what else equals 444? This is amazing. Amazing. Lucifer. Lucifer also equals 444. The fruit, Lucifer, and then you have Jesus having the same geometric value. Because remember, the true light, the other light, tries to counterfeit the true light. Okay, that's why this all equals the same in English Gematria. So when Adam ate the fruit, he received another word. And like I've gone over, the computer is called Microsoft Word. And what it is a fruit, like an apple, with a bite out of it. They're showing you. And the first Apple computer was $666.66. And that is the number of a man, 666. So what did they do? They ate a fruit. And then internally, they opened their third eye. Because remember it says, and their eyes were opened. And they would receive this wisdom, this light. They ate the fruit. Their third eye was opened. And now they're dealing with this other light, this other knowledge that is internal, that they're accessing unlawfully. God said, don't do it like that. And they accessed it unlawfully. Not supposed to eat that fruit. You know the amazing thing about that is that Steve Wozniak, who invented the internet, said that he got his revelation after he did, I think it was LSD. And so this is the same idea as the fruit, right? And he's getting this other light, this forbidden knowledge to man from Lucifer. That's what he's getting. And it's amazing. When you look at the numbers for the confirmations, they all hit home. They all perfectly line up. Now, we start that 6,000 years from that day, from that year, when Adam ate the fruit and his spirit started contending with man. 3974, 6,000 years forward. My gosh. You come to the year 2026, just like I've been saying. 2026. You see, because if we started the 6,000 years at 4004 BC, when Adam was first created, and we went 6,000 years, you come to 1997. 96, it would have already been over. But you started from when Adam ate the fruit. And you come to 2026. How amazing is that? These are confirmations. This is all confirmation. The word light equals wise. The light made them wise. Right? And they have the same exact geometric value, 336. And that was on 3974. That's why Jesus started ministry at 30, right? And then you have fruit equaling the same as Jesus and Lucifer. Why is that? And they're all fours. You know the door, the number for door? Because there's a way to access this knowledge lawfully. God said, if a man strive for masteries, he must strive for it lawfully. What they did when they ate the fruit, as they are doing today, like witchcraft and stuff like this, is they accessed this knowledge unlawfully. You see, at the end, when Jesus comes back, he's going to teach us these things. This knowledge. What was the knowledge? It was how God does everything. That's why they have all this technology to control the weather and create earthquakes and manipulate people and, conceive babies without a mother in these things. All this high technology, this is the knowledge. That's why the computer was $666. Because that was some of the forbidden knowledge, this technology, the knowledge of good and evil, right? Light and darkness. Think about it. The knowledge of light and darkness. The ability, the knowledge to do both. And be as gods, right? Because if you're gods, then you can do evil just as you can do good. But Jesus said to the Christian, he says, you only try to do good. You see? But that's not what they're doing. They think that they have the right to do evil also. Darkness. That's what they believe. It's in their religion, Kabbalah. You see? It's twisted. And that's what happened when Adam got the fruit. That was the beginning of this idea. How does everything work? How does God do it? See, when God created Adam, he gave him dominion over the fish, over the animals, all this stuff. But he didn't tell Adam how he does it all scientifically. When Adam ate the fruit, this knowledge, now Lucifer, now the devil was teaching Adam and showing him how God actually made all of it happen. You see, that's what this special knowledge was. See, God just gave everything to Adam all at once. He gave it all to Adam. He said, here you go. He didn't tell him. It's like somebody giving you a brand new car, without telling you where they got it or anything from. You know what I mean? God gave it all to Adam, but that wasn't enough because Adam got curious and Eve. Well, Eve, right? And so the devil tempted her, and then they started learning binary code for a computer, right? That's how the days of Noah got the same as it is today. And it's going to get. all the gene editing and all of the technology and all this stuff. Because I believe that God didn't want man to have that knowledge, because look at what he does. Right? Maybe some men try to do good with it, but you have other people that are, they're getting it from, in other words, they're getting it from Satan. And Satan is telling them, well, you're just like God, so you can do evil too with this knowledge. That's the whole problem about it. Okay. So that's amazing. So 2025, 2026, I've been saying, is the rapture. I believe it's probably at the Feast of Trumpets in 2025, which technically is the first day of 2026 if you use the Hebrew calendar from the days of Noah, because it was flipped backwards. And the amazing thing about that is Jesus said, in the last days will be as the days of Noah. So if we look at the Hebrew calendar as the days of Noah, Feast of Trumpets in September 2025 is actually the first day of 2026 on that calendar, the days of Noah. So it's almost too perfect, right? 923, all the predictive programming for 923. These amazing things, they're too amazing for me. And then 92 times 3, what is 92 times 3? 180, 270, 276. 276 scrambled is 726, which in the Strong's Concordance, 726 is harpazo, which is caught up, the rapture. All these numbers are being revealed to me. All these patterns, all these dates, it's all coming together. And I just want to share it with you guys.